The Immortal John Hancock here, and I am going to be sharing with you another Video Games Monthly unboxing. I'm doing a blind open. I have not seen what is in this box. I have purchased this for the second month, a 5-up package, which is 5 games for $44.99. Last month I did get an extra game and a 1-up card, so I actually got 6 games total. I gave you the value. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm just going to unbox what I get in here, show you the game, talk about the game, some gameplay footage, and then I'm going to be giving you a total what it's worth on the market using a couple places, and then determine whether or not it was a good month. So here we go. Okay. Here. First up. Oh, it is an N64 import. Ooh, Shadows of the Empire import. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, very cool. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so it's really cool to add this to my collection. I don't have a lot of N64 import games. The cart was in pretty good shape. Let's take a look at the game. For people that don't know, this was an early release for the Nintendo 64, one of the first 8 carts to come out in the US, and so it was pretty ambitious. LucasArts worked on this for years, several different levels. Some people would say that some levels are boring or not that great, but it's really known for the Snowspeeder level. That's the level I enjoy playing. It really captures the essence of Hoth, and I really love this level. And so I never did beat this game. I played several levels. I think I got to the Slave 1 as a kid, but I do enjoy this game. It is rather difficult. There's several long platform levels, but I really have enjoyed this. I think this is a pretty good pickup, and I think this is a good start to my box. Here is the value of it. It's a rather cheap import. Condition was pretty good. I'm happy with this pick. Okay. Got here. All right, PSP Beowulf, the game. Not familiar. I've seen this movie. Have not played the PSP game, nor do I have it. Very cool. I don't talk about my PlayStation Portable collection, but I have a lot of the obscure and oddball games. I also collect UMDs. But, I don't have a lot of experience with either the console or the handheld versions of this game. I saw the movie and, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I like these types of games. I know it's an action RPG style game, and, I wanted to check it out. You're introduced at the start of the game with a cinema, and it's really well done. A lot of PlayStation Portable games have that, console quality feel to it. But unfortunately, the gameplay does not match that opening cinema sequence. It's pretty uninspiring. I'm definitely gonna say that this does not compare to games such as the Untold Legends series. And if you're looking for a game like that, stick with that. This does not really do it for me. It definitely has kind of like an Untold Legends, like Diablo, part God of War, part something else. But I felt that the gameplay was, from what I played so far, was pretty mundane. It wasn't the greatest game. I know on Metacritic it's reviewed at 44%. But overall, the condition was really good. I didn't have it, and the value at $4.89. All right, here we go. Oh. Ooh, Famicom game. Not familiar with this one. It's Namco. Alright, Famicom game. And I don't know which title this is. Looks like a strategy war game. I found the name of the game on the internet. And I want to say that when I got this cart, it was extremely dirty and did not work in my AVS. That's what I play my imports on for Famicom. I do have to say that's kind of frustrating, and I hope that Video Games Monthly can work on that and clean better before sending them out. And so I love the AVS. It's the affordable way of playing imports, and it looks great on a modern screen. This has not been translated, so it is a war strategy game. And so I just wanted to show you just kind of what it looks like. It looks like that you can organize and command troops and resources and all sorts of things. Again, I don't speak Japanese, so I'm not going to be able to show you a ton of gameplay. And for those out there that can speak Japanese, you may have more experience with this, or have played this, or grew up with it. It's kind of cool. I like the service that it offers Famicom carts for people such as myself that didn't grow up and like to collect. I like collecting games, especially from that region that we didn't get here in the States. While the condition of this game was just fair, I was okay with this pickup. I didn't have it. Okay. Hitman Contracts for the PS2. Okay. Didn't have that game. Collecting for the PS2 is awesome because it was so popular. It's everywhere. And there was a ton of ports and games on this console. And, you know, this was part of a set. I do believe it was sold with the first 3 Hitman games. This was the 3rd in the series. And while it's not the best Hitman game, it still retains some of the essence that made the Hitman games popular. I know there's fans of this game. The game was in pretty good condition. There wasn't any folds in the manual. The disc itself was in good shape. I'm happy with this pickup. While many would agree that the second Hitman game is probably the best in the series, the 3rd Hitman does retain some of the essence of the first 2. I'm not an expert of this series, but I know a little bit about it to know that what makes these games popular is there's so many different ways of completing levels. I'm also testing each game that I got and testing them on original hardware, or in this case a PlayStation 2. I'm using component cables, by the way, and plugging that into a RetroTink 5X. Looks pretty good. Overall, I'm satisfied with this pickup. I didn't have the PlayStation 2 game in my collection, and this is one that I actually may go back and play, as it's a pretty good game. So far, all these games I didn't have in the collection. Everybody's like, well, don't you have everything? No, I don't have everything. All right, what do we got here? I'm looking here. All right. Disney's Tarzan. There are lots of opinions about collecting original PlayStation games. The case that came was cracked, not a big deal. CD cases are pretty easy to find. Let's check out the condition here. The manual looks like it's in really good shape. Now, I had this game, but not the original release. I had the Greatest Hits release. So this is a variant that I didn't have. Very cool. Let's check out the disc here. Now, it has been buffed. Some people would be bugged by that. I'm not. Okay, so here's the game. If you haven't played this, it's a side-scrolling platform game, and it's well done. This is a really good original PlayStation platformer. It's got that, 2.5D look to it. Condition was all right, and the value at $10.25. So far, 5 games, and I do believe there is a 6th game in here. So there's a 6th game in here, so obviously got a bonus game. Let's see what it is. And, oh, part of the case fell off. Test Drive Off-Road 2 Accolade. The case was so old and brittle, it actually came apart when I tried opening it up. And as you can see here, it looks to be a previous rental. The manual is in okay shape. It is a little brown and aged when I opened it up, and I'm okay with that. It kind of adds some charm to this. I'm not too familiar with this racer. There's so many sequels to successful games on the original PlayStation. I wonder if that rental sticker is going to give me trouble in my PS2, and it looks to be buffed. Here we go. And I was worried about this. Sometimes those rental stickers on PlayStation games can cause troubles, and it just didn't work in my PS2. Overall, it was an extra game. I'm going to ask for a replacement. No big deal. So what did I think total? Pretty good package there. The value is here. And the totals, I think it did pretty good. And so, what did you think of my box? Would you be satisfied with it? Do you do this service? Anyways, thank you so much. This is a fun little video. Video Games Monthly is a service, and if you want to find out more, you can check it out with the link below, and you can choose what systems you collect for. Choose that you collect for those. You can upload lists. That way you don't get any duplicates, and I did pretty good. If you like what you see on my channel, hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you so much for watching, and you take care.